Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Britton Smets. This is like a makeup channel. I have fun and play with makeup. So if you aren't already, please just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And as well as turn on the post notifications just so you know when I post. It's usually every Friday. It is every Friday. But sometimes I'll shake it up and throw in a video. So just so you know when I post, just go ahead and hit that little bell. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit as the last video. It's the review of the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. So go ahead, before you watch this video, just go ahead and watch that video because it was really fun to play with it. And I show you guys how I did this look as well as how I like this palette. So just go ahead really quick, pause this video and go watch that. For this video today, we are going to be comparing the Tarte Shape Tape and the new Makeup Revolution concealer. This concealer has been quite talked about just because it has a lot of similar features to the Tarte Shape Tape, and a lot of people have been looking for a dupe for this concealer just because it's more on the pricier side. So we're going to see today if this lives up to the Tarte Shape Tape. I am actually wearing it right now, so I will do a close-up at the beginning of this video and you guys just guess which one is which side and we'll see if you guys get it right, because in my opinion I think it was very close. There is a little bit of a difference which I will address at the end of the video, but let's do the close-up really quick and you guys can guess and see which one you think it is. If you guys want to find out which side is which and how I feel about this concealer, then go ahead and just keep on watching. Has been talked about lately and being called a dupe to the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Today are going to do the battle of the battle with the concealers and just see, is it really a dupe? Is it just the hype? What is it? What? Before I begin, I just want to start out by doing like backgrounds on both concealers, just the product description, just to be fair, just so we can like get an idea of them, as well as the ratings and what people have been saying about the product. So let's begin. The infamous Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like this just blew up when it came out. Everyone is talking about this product. I know I held off on it for a little and then I kind of just caved in on the whole bandwagon and jumped on it, and I tried it out and I've been using this for a couple months and I actually really like this concealer. I think that it's very full coverage. Just for starters of this concealer, I don't think it's for everyone. I tend to have oily combo skin, so this is just perfect for me. This concealer retails for $27, so it is pretty pricey. Getting 0.338 ounces in this compared to this one, 0.11 ounces. So obviously there's quite a difference in the amount of product in it. I think everyone and their mother has tried this concealer, and I think the only issue is the price cost of it, which like I get is a very good concealer, but not everyone could afford $27 for just one little concealer. That is why everyone is on the hunt for a dupe for this concealer, and that is why we're going to test it out today and see if the Makeup Revolution can live up to it. On Ulta.com, this has a 4.5 out of 5-star rating, so that is really good. In the description, it says that this is a 2-in-1 concealer. It's supposed to be very hydrating formula. It's lawn wear as well. It's supposed to be giving a good natural look as well as illuminating and brightening your skin. It's supposed to be full coverage and be able to be used by all skin types. You can use it as a highlight, which I use, as well as a contour. It's saying for highlight you want to use 1 to 2 shades lighter, and for contour you want to use 1 to 2 shades darker. A lot of hype about this and why this concealer is so different is because the applicator on it is quite different compared to other concealer brushes. It is way more thicker. The dough applicator is just way bigger than the normal one. The reason they say the applicator is the chunkier version of it is it's supposed to help with strobing and precise contouring. That is what they aim it for, as well as that this formula is very nutrient based. It has a lot of nice healthy stuff in there for you. Moving on to the dupe of it, this is the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. It claims to be full coverage and as well that you can use it to conceal and contour. Why it's been so compared to this one is just because the applicator is very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape one. Why also people are really interested in hoping that this is the same and a dupe to the Tarte concealer is because this is only $7. So there's a $20 range difference in this. So hopefully it's good. I am in the shade C6. If you know your undertones and all that stuff, then you can always go on the website and it tells you what shades undertones is what. This one has more yellow undertones. I believe it's the same for the Tarte Shape Tape where I'm in the shade light neutral. Claims to be full coverage. You're supposed to be able to conceal and contour with it. It's supposed to be ultra blendable, and that is literally all they said. So it got 4 out of 5 stars, and the reason that people weren't so happy with it, they were just saying it wasn't enough coverage, it was very drying. One person said it smells like paint. It kind of does have like a faint paint smell, but it's nothing like so crazy that like you can't put it on your face and you're gonna smell it all day. At least for me, like I can barely smell it. I don't think it has that bad of a smell. This one has more of like a perfumey, like kind of flower. It kind of gives me kind of like a rose kind of smell to it compared to that. It smells nicer, but I mean, again, nothing that you're gonna like notice throughout the day. I don't think it had that much of a paint smell. And then one person just wrote, not a Shape Tape dupe. So hopefully this works out. I'm fingers crossed because saving $20 would be awesome. As you can see in the swatch, like the Makeup Revolution one is kind of streaky, whereas I like needed like a little two like swatches and it still looks streaky, whereas the Tarte Shape Tape, you can tell it just has the coverage already, and like one swatch it just bloop, it just did it. I forgot to go over the cons for the Shape Tape. People were just saying it was overrated, it was too overhyped, that it was very drying and that it wouldn't work for dry skin because it holds onto dry patches, and that one person said that it was cakey, which I could understand if you put too much because you really don't need that much. One said that their wrinkles are way noticeable. So yeah, I am excited. Let's see if this is a good dupe. Just so you guys know, I haven't put powder or set my face or anything like that. I've only put on a light foundation. I didn't want too much coverage because I wanted to see what would be covered with those concealers. So pretty much that's why I put a very, very light foundation on. So I put on the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. To be honest with you, I like this foundation. It's very light. I just don't like the applicator. Like, I think it's so, it's stupid, to be honest with you. Like, it drips down. It doesn't make any sense. So I just like this for the foundation. Wish it didn't have this applicator. I would way, way, way prefer pump. It is go time. So I'm going to be taking the Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going to be using that on the right side of my face, and then I'll be using my Makeup Revolution on the left side. I literally just did that backwards. Oh my god. Right side is going to be Tarte Shape Tape, left side is going to be the Makeup Revolution. I actually like this applicator. Not everyone was a huge fan of it. I just like it because, like I've said in, I think I've said it in a previous video, it just has more control. I feel like I have more control over this, and I think that's important because you can easily overuse this product. So I definitely think that you need all the control that you can get with this. I'm going to do the Shape Tape on my chin, and then we'll use the Makeup Revolution on my nose. So we gotta go 50-50 here. And blend this out. Like, as you can see, it's just very full coverage. I definitely really like this. I have noticed though is on some full coverage things, they do break me out, but with this one, I haven't had any issues of breaking out or anything, so that's really nice. Feels nice. It doesn't feel or look cakey. And I will do a close-up after I apply both and you can see what you think. Now for the Makeup Revolution, we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to apply it to the left side of my face and we will go from there. I'm just going to do the same dotting. Another person said too that this just doesn't have enough product and they ran out pretty quickly. That was another complaint. Okay, so I can see applying it wise, it's not as full coverage compared to the Shape Tape. Like, you can tell it kind of streaks, like with the Shape Tape, like what I'm doing right now. I usually don't see streaking, but I see it right now. They're both creamy, but I feel like this has like a more creamy formula and texture to it. I feel like the Shape Tape is a little more thicker. I'd be curious about too is creasing. I'm just scared that I'm already kind of seeing a little creasing on this side compared to this side, so we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a close-up really quick just so you guys can like see how it looks so far on my face. Let's just get a little closer really quick. Okay, so this right here is the Shape Tape side. As you can see, it just is very blended, covered my dark circles right here. It just looks very nice. And then on this side is going to be the Makeup Revolution side. Again, it was a little streaky when I applied it right here, but seems okay. Again, I'm a little curious to see it side by side at the end of the day. I did notice a little creasing. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just underneath here, it's kind of holding on to creases by my eye. Hopefully after I powder, it doesn't do that, but so far it's looking pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to go powder my face and wear this concealer for the rest of the day. And we're just going to see how it wears at the end of the day, how it's looking. I'm not going to like do any touch-ups. I just want to see like raw, like what happens, what this product is about. Is it really a dupe? Are we going to save $20 or are we going to have to spend the $20 more? We're just going to have to see. So I'll be back to you guys at the end of the day. Yay, let's see. I'm nervous. Alright guys, so I have my full face on. I put this on around 2 o'clock. Right now it's almost about to hit 7. So pretty much this was just like a couple hour wear. It wasn't a full day. 5-hour wear, which I think is a pretty good wear time. So like I said, the Tarte Shape Tape is on the right side of my face and the Makeup Revolution concealer is on the left side of my face. Makeup Revolution tended to be more of a creamier, whereas the Tarte Shape Tape was more heavier. I did notice when putting it on that this tended to crease a little bit more. I did do a test though with my sister and I went up to her and was like, which one do you think it is? And she actually mixed them up and got them wrong. She thought that this was the Makeup Revolution and this was the Tarte. I definitely think that they are pretty comparable. I know some of the reviews said like, no, don't get this, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I had a pretty good time with it. I think that it blended very nicely, both. Like I said though, during the process it was a little streaky when applying it, but so far it was pretty comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape. And then blending wise, they were both fine. Overall, is it exactly like the Tarte Shape Tape? No. Obviously the formula is going to be a little more different. The Tarte Shape Tape is a little bit more of a matte kind of formula, whereas the Makeup Revolution I feel like has more of a dewy finish to it. I think it just all depends on what you're looking for. I think though this concealer is a pretty good concealer. I think if you're looking for something that's similar to the Tarte Shape Tape, I definitely think that this $7 concealer will work for you, but like I said, it's not an exact thing as the Tarte Shape Tape, which is why it is more expensive, just because of all the stuff that the Shape Tape over the Makeup Revolution concealer can do. But like I did say, I do think that it is a good dupe. I think that it's really nice. I do have some creasing on both sides, a little bit more on this side, but it's nothing too crazy. Not that bad. I was actually pretty surprised because it is a $20 difference. So if you're on a budget and you definitely need a good dupe to it, I definitely think that this concealer is actually pretty good and could be a pretty good dupe to it. That is it guys for the Makeup Revolution concealer versus the Tarte Shape Tape. Overall, I think it was a fair draw. I think that these both are pretty good. If you're looking for more coverage and you want more of the vitamins and all that stuff that comes with the Tarte Shape Tape, I would just get the Tarte Shape Tape. But if you are on a budget and looking for something that's a dupe to it and very similar, I think that this concealer would work very good for you. Thank you so much for watching, and go ahead and give this video a like, and I would really appreciate it. We'll see you guys next Friday. Bye!